Hello and welcome to the virtual groom room. My name is Jack, your host, and today I'm bringing you another shaving video. So what am I using? My choice of soap today is Havana by Moon Soaps. Moon Soaps are an interesting company. I'd say they have quite a unique selling point in this industry. A big selling point I would say they have is the fact that they render their tallow in-house, and I think that's pretty big, you know. I believe the way the company works is the main artisan is the wife, and the butcher, who I believe has been a butcher for a really long time, is the husband. And as you would expect, the butcher is adept at rendering the tallow. So that's really cool, really interesting. Going into the performance of this soap, I have used this prior and it's very good. But in terms of the general soap in itself and its scent, it being called Havana, Havana obviously being a city in Cuba, I'd say it's quite tobacco-y, but it's sweet tobacco-y. I think a weird approach with a lot of soap manufacturers when they make a tobacco scent is they don't understand the difference between the smell of tobacco and the tobacco flower. The tobacco flower in itself is actually very sweet, and this is definitely what they've encapsulated here. I think the whole idea of, Cuban cigars, stuff like that, I think is pretty accurate. It's a lovely scent, really warm, really calming. I'm looking forward to using that for you guys today. My razor today is not a razor I've used recently, and looking forward to using it. This is the Gillette Slim Adjustable. I've used this on video before. If you're new, you wouldn't have seen it though. And inside that, I have a first use, if you can see, Personna Lamp Blue. Looking forward to using that. I've not actually shaved with one of the vintage Gillettes in a decent amount of time, so it'd be nice to get in a shave with that again. My choice of brush is another thing I've not used for a while, ever since the 7 days, 7 shave series. And this is the Semogue 730. This is a boar brush. It's not the highest quality of boar, but frankly, it's a badger brush, and it's not the highest quality of badger hair. I don't really care, it works. The smell of funk hasn't been there for a long time. The thing I like about this brush is the low loft. You can see the brush is quite low, thus making it pretty damn good for face lathering. So I'm gonna put it back in there. My post shave today is none other than Maol Grooming Frankinlime. The reason I'm using this again is I'm around the house today. I don't want something that's too offensive and it's gonna stick around for too long. And frankly, I think this is perfect. The line of their aftershave, is, how could I explain? All of the scents are quite prominent. However, I'd say this one is the least lasting and least offensive in the sense that, it doesn't smell too strong. So I'm gonna kind of go away, prep my face, and I'll see you guys for loading. See you in a sec. Hey guys, let's load. So I'm gonna get the brush out of here. It's pretty wet, so let's give it a good shake. Badger brushes tend to retain quite a lot of water. I'm gonna leave about that much water in it. As you can see, it's damp, but it's not wet. So then let's load straight from the puck. So I tend to overload badger brushes, and I think overloading animal hair, to be honest, I've never particularly had a problem with this brush itself holding lather, mainly due to the fact that I don't think it's that dense. It picks it up pretty well though, it loads really well. So how have you guys been doing? I've been doing pretty good over this last week. It is Memorial Day here, so happy Memorial Day to any Americans. I think it's a bank holiday in the UK as well. So hope you guys are enjoying your holidays, regardless of what holidays they are. It's nice to have a decent break from work. So So my uploading schedule is going to change a little bit. I'm going to do my best to upload a video every Tuesday and Friday. It might differ, it might not. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to wet the face here, and we're going to get to lather. Face is wetted, let's lather up. I find because the knot is quite small, very easy to use, easy to control. Okay. Put a bit of water in the sink so we can load the brush. This isn't going to be a long shave today in terms of the actual shave, but I'm wondering whether I actually need to load a bit more. I think we'll be fine. It's getting there. Keep dipping the tips. I've not used this brush for a while, so kind of relearning how to use it again to a degree. It's a wonderful scent. Scent strength on this is about a 4. As you can see, the lather is building on the brush. Look at that splay. It's pretty funny. Champions League final week is here. So Liverpool play Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur in the final, so I'm really looking forward to that. That comes this weekend, the time I'm at, so I'm at mountain time, so MST, and that will start at 1 PM, so been looking forward to that since the season stopped. So I've been looking for a boar, a certain type of boar. The sort of boar that doesn't have a really high loft and is known to be pretty good for face lathering. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments, because I'm not particularly sure what route to go here. So I would say this lather is pretty good. Not quite as voluminous as I would normally do, but you know, it's really not bad. I mean, some decent peaks. Let's paint some water in. So with badger brushes, I don't dip to paint. I kind of get the water and I sprinkle it onto the brush. So I can more or less control the amount of water that's going onto the brush. I think they're a bit more finicky than synthetic, so that's the way I like to approach them. However, as you can see, you can build a pretty decent lather on the brush. Just need to be patient. Another thing I've been looking for at a decent price is I used to get my Pole silver blades from Amazon, and I've noticed recently the price of these blades has shot up pretty exponentially, and I'm trying to figure out where the best place really at this point to go for the blades. They are my go-tos, and I've not been able to get them for a while, mainly due to the fact that I don't really want to spend the increased fee to get them. Okay, I'm happy with that lather. Very well hydrated. Okay, as I said, it's not going to be the longest shave today. I'm just going to do 2 passes, as my growth is just about 24 hours. So I'm going to be doing the first pass on setting 6. Hope you can see that. Let's go. Even on setting 6, the blade gap is pretty small. Oh, there's something else, something I forgot to mention. I have sold the Rex Ambassador and the Blackline Vector. I have a clear reason for this, and the reason is mainly due to the fact that I find myself not using those razors as much as some of the others. Like, I use the Carve or the Rockwell over that, mainly due to the fact that I think the razors are just generally nicer to your skin. I'll keep these because these are, I'd say they're razors as collector's items as much as they are razors. And frankly, they're good shavers. So I'm still anticipating the stainless Carve coming out. I've spoken to Chris Kirchin about this quite a bit, and he said it's not long, so I'm anticipating that. Let me kind of wash off my face, and I'll see you guys for pass 2. See you in a sec. Hey guys, pass 2 time. Really good residual slickness left on the face. Let's lather up. Lots of decent flow through the brush. This is a nice brush. It's pretty affordable as well. For a Badger, it's about $40, I think, something like that. But yeah, really, any good, decent bore suggestions, leave them in the comments, because I'd like to kind of go through the process of breaking it in. Kind of working for those nice results. So I'm gonna put down the setting here. I'm gonna put it to a 4 for my second and last pass. Still. Excellent residual slickness from this up. it's really easy for me to overshave on the mustache area, so I like to go pretty easy. I'll do it. That'll do, I think. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's put on the face wash, the remainder of the brush. Should be quite a bit in here. Yeah, all that. Really nice lather. It's quite a lot in here. More than I actually anticipated, to be honest. So something this part of the shave does do, not just hydrate my face a bit, it shows me where my lather was, because it shows me the quality of lather inside the brush still. And from what I can see from this, it's peaky, it's thick. It's pretty spot on. Probably depends really how you like your lather. But for me, I may slightly have overhydrated it. Just slightly. Not enough to, you know, greatly affect the quality of the shave, but. So I'm gonna apply this now, and I'll see you guys back for the post shave. See you in a sec. Hey guys, post shave time. A really nice protective layer left by the soap. Not the best post shave, but really not bad. You can probably get away without using an aftershave, but I don't see the point of doing that, so I'm going to use an aftershave. Okay, so as I said, we're going to be using the Frankinlime by Maol Grooming. I'd like to get my hands on the frosted versions of these, or at least 1 or 2 of them. So 3 decent splashes. You do not need much of this. It does the job really well. Let's also no alcohol burn. Excellent. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed our shave today, guys. For everything that we use, check the description. Yeah, there's really not much more for me to say. Apart from I hope you guys have had a good Memorial Day weekend, / Memorial Day, of course. I'm going to be trying to come back to you this Friday with another shave. I wouldn't expect the razor hardware to be too variable over the next few weeks or months, mainly due to the fact that I have sold the Blackline Vector and the Rex Ambassador. So I'm pretty much going to be switching between the Supply Single Edge, the Carve, and the Rockwell 6S. There's also the Rockwell 6S first impressions review to come as well, so stay tuned for that. If you are new around here and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. If you've been around here for a while, I really appreciate your support. Apart from that, it's your host Jack from the Virtual Groom Room. Have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye for now.